And we'll give this a whirl. Sorry, it's when it is. Not many of you are likely going to see this live, at least, which is fine. I'm just going to rip through this. It's 4:30 here, local time, in the morning. I was up at 2:30. Left my house at 3. Got to the yard at 3:30. I'm up at Brecon now, waiting on a pit to open. I can get loaded up, get going for the day. Did the same thing yesterday. Got home about 6 well, I didn't get home last night. I got to my kid's ball diamond at 6 o'clock last night. Home about 7:30 last night. Finally had some dinner and lunches and ready for bed. So cramming this in was tough, but I'm gonna do it. I'll get this done this way, and then I'll quickly upload it to YouTube somewhere through the day here. Recap the previous round. And seeing if the pit opens here, I'm going to pause and do this after. Get in. Yeah, no, that wasn't him. Okay. So yeah. Previous round there, I had Winnipeg over Vegas in 5. I got that one correct. It's alright. CB down. I had Colorado over Nashville in 5. I was also correct. I had Vancouver in 6, which was correct, over Minnesota. I had LA over Arizona in 6, but Arizona won in 7. So I went 3 for 4 in the West, and I had 3 of the series exactly right. The other side, I had Carolina in 4. They won in 7. I had New Jersey. I had to win in 6, and it was in 7. I had Buffalo winning in 7, which was right, and Detroit in 7, which was right. So I got the games right in 2 of them, and I got all 4 series winners. So I went 7 for 8 in the first round. That's pretty good. And the one I didn't was 7 gamer, so not too bad. Big board's looking pretty good. Bracket's all right. So we'll get into this next round quick. I actually, looking at my predictions from last time, I filled the whole bracket out. I had Winnipeg, Vancouver, Buffalo, and Carolina as the 4 teams that will advance from this following round. Now, since then, I've made one change, so I'll get to that. So there's one team that I've changed in my final 4 on my bracket. Anyway, let's start with the Vancouver series. Vancouver's facing the... actually, no, we're not going to. Let's start with the Buffalo series. Let's do mine. My series, Buffalo versus Detroit. I escaped a 7-game series reverse sweep from Tony. He's kind of become we're very much mirroring the Leafs Bruins now of the NHL. He's lost in back-to-back years in 7 games, skilled teams, top teams, but yeah, I seem to be his nemesis, so I squeaked a winner there. I will now face Detroit. We went 2-2 during the regular season. One of my wins was in a shootout, however. Detroit outscored me 11-9. I'm just looking at the playoff numbers. My goals against is 3rd in the league at 2.71 in the playoffs. My penalty killing is 2nd at 85.29, which is good because I come dead last in penalties with 15 minutes a game. I took a lot of penalties that first round. My face-off percentage was also way down at 47.71. That doesn't concern me because Tony and I were both top teams in face-offs in the regular season, so I knew face-offs was going to be a tough one. So that stat doesn't really bother me there. In Detroit, they're 6th in goals, 6th in goals against, 7th in goals for in the playoffs. Their power play was 7th, so pretty much middle of the pack. Their penalty kill came in at 9th, also middle of the pack. So nothing outstanding there. His face-offs, he was 11th, I was 12th, so I think that's an advantage I can gain, given that I'm going to be going in the pit here in a minute. Given where we were, given where we were in the regular or in the playoffs there, facing Tony. Maybe I'll do this in pieces then. Players, let's see. Eric Stahl's got to be better for me. He only had 3 points. Same with James Neal. That line really didn't get going. I moved Marchand around a little bit. He was my leading scorer with 10 points. A lot of the production I was getting from the back end in the regular season seemed to fall off a little bit. And my goalie, Rask, went 4-2, 8.96 save percentage, 2.68 goals against. In Detroit, John Gibson led their way, 8.96 save percentage, 2.94 goals against, same record. His big guys, Stamkos, Hall, 9 points and 12 points for Hall. Ekblad came in with 1. He only had 1. He was the third leading scorer of the regular season, so he kind of wasn't as productive. But Dustin Brown, Peter Angelo, they were both good. So his numbers pretty much mirrored his regular season. For me, I think there's a step forward to take. That said, I think my matchup was, I don't know. I didn't like that Florida team for Detroit. I thought that they would beat them, and they did. I think Tampa was a little deeper team, even though they finished lower than them. So they'll take this series. I'm going to do Buffalo and Detroit. I'm going to take Buffalo in 7 games to win and advance to the conference finals.
Hey guys, what's Frank going to do? It's clear.
Just sliding into the pit here.
Hey, corner crash.
I'm going to finish this one up, and then I'll come back. Actually, I'll finish it. I'll come back around the other series.